Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play The Forgotten City. This will be part 6 of our Let's Play. In the last episode, we were... actually, that's a good point. Is Diana's bow still here? Oh, it's still locked. Is there, like, blood under the door? That's weird. Because, we've had a reset, haven't we? Maybe we haven't. God, I can't remember.
I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah, you've had a reset. In the last episode, we found out a few things. We found out that the magistrate's not as he appears. He's actually holding his daughter hostage because she wants to, like, break the cycle, and he kind of doesn't. So he's not a good person. In addition to that, okay, that right there is definitely the plant we need for Rufus. Oh, donkey. Oh, goose eggs. Take it. They're free, I guess. We haven't really explored this bit. I don't know what I expected. The fact that we can talk to the goose, I guess that's like a goose game reference, I guess. Okay, so there's Galerius. Yeah. So we need to get to here. Ugh. Whoop. That didn't really work. Oh, really? We can't jump? Oh. You want the apple? God, how are we going to do that? Maybe we have to drop from the zip line? Because it does go straight over the top, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it definitely does. Well, I mean, we can just jump from here onto the ledge. Maybe I just messed it up? No, it looks like we're going to slide off no matter what. Oh, maybe. Hang on. I was on a ledge there for a sec. I think it's here, and then we... Okay, so we can't clamber up that. Good to know. I can, though... can target this over here. Nice. Do I have to do all of it? No, okay, did it. Oh. Can I actually, like, climb up on top of it? I think the answer is... Oh, yeah, okay, we can. Nice. Bottle of wine. Okay, so that's an easy bottle of wine for us to get for... what's his wife? Oh, yeah, we need to get proof that he is not who he says he is, don't we? Now, we had to give the wife... had to give his wife, like, the current one we had. To, I guess, get her on our side. Okay, actually, this is a very good way of doing swimming. Like, that's a pretty long oxygen timer. Yes, Malleolus, who's not really Malleolus. We gave that... we gave the bounty from Emperor Nero to his wife so she would, like, help us. But we can get another one, because the bounty hunter is still out there. And literally all we have to do is give him bad directions into the temple again. Ooh, more denarius, nice. We been in here? Is this just into the tunnels? Ahaha, hello. Oh! And another bottle of wine. Wow, there is a lot of wine in this city, considering each one is like, the last bottle of wine. Meanwhile, is definitely not the last bottle of wine. I do also want to talk to Aurelia, because it seems like she is and Malleolus are definitely in cahoots. And I'm not sure exactly... well, in a cynical way, like how that benefits her? Unless Malleolus probably just like pays her or something for each person that he gets to be his slave. I take it I can't go back up the zip line, so I'm going to have to go up here. Do we read this one? Don't steal anything, don't hurt anyone, don't... Oh. Okay. Okay, I think we're definitely going to have to drop off the old zip line here to get onto the platform. Ooh. That's a bad miss. I think that's gonna kill us, actually. Surely there's, like, no way we can make that jump and not die. There's gotta be another way. Maybe we can get it from up here? No, we can't get it there. Alright. If we can't get it this time... Yes, that looks like such a drop. Because do we have a journal, don't we? Yeah, okay. Permanent solution? No. Yeah, willow bark. Actually, maybe we don't need anything. Yeah, what am I talking about? Didn't they say willow bark was, like, in the thing? They had willow bark, right? Or a leaf of Proserpina? Story's grim one said she was abducted by Plato and forced into marriage against her will. Actually... Bonk. I like how there's a sack there, so you hit it. Actually... I think it's this way. We'll go deal with... Maybe we'll go deal with Malleolus first, actually. Let's do that. So that means we have to go and talk to the bad guy. Actually, what does Decius say now that we have Diana's bow?
How'd you do? Hello there, friend. May I say, that is a glorious bow you're carrying. Do you mind if I ask where you acquired it?
I took it from the Shrine of Diana, only to discover you'd locked me inside with angry hornets. Managed to escape, and after a harrowing ordeal in the palace, traveling back in time, here I am.
Are you well, stranger? Have you been out in the sun too long?
I'd be a bit nervous if I was approached like that as well. If I was called out.
Very well. Another time.
Right, okay. Yeah, we need to... Okay, yeah. I'll get right on it. Don't go in there. Just trust me. Just don't do that. Alright. Assassin?
Stop right there. I'm...
Yeah. Yes, I saw him worshipping in the small round shrine just inside the city.
Thank you.
Alright. You have fun now. What? If they couldn't survive, how can we? Is there any, like, special stuff in here? Little secrets I should get? Oh. Cool. Ah, so this was the temple. Yeah. That's the temple with the other. Hi, buddy. Well. Can't prove it though, can ya? So I can just take like a wooden bow. Don't know why I would now. So that's the wooden one. Ah, so that's the golden. Okay, so it's on... Right, it's on 4 now. Okay. So what if I approach...
On your best behavior, I trust.
I imagine if I approach old Quintius, he's not gonna believe me, and he'll probably like try and kill me, I guess. And that will set off the golden rule, I bet.
What is it now?
I want you to withdraw from the election.
Are you insane? You
barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Because I know you're Quintius. Your wife gave me your love letter, and Nero wants you dead.
So, it finally caught up with me. I suppose that makes you, what? One of Nero's assassins?
No, I'm not, fortunately for you.
So, you're not going to kill me?
Ooh. Not if you withdraw from the election immediately and release everyone in debt bondage to you?
Oh, so much work and money.
Right, because he doesn't believe it's real, so he thinks I might kill him. I will.
Fine.
Thinking.
Ruling this cesspit of a city would have been beneath me anyway. I'll have Domitius notify the priestess of my withdrawal and release those two from debt bondage. There, you got what you wanted. Now, please, leave my villa and never speak to me again.
Okay. So we've resolved that sort of plot thread. I think someone else is going to do something. This is going to have to be like...
Sir? Are you under duress?
Yeah, see, like, he's not going to believe it.
Are you on track to be magistrate, sir? All that work?
Because Domitius wants the power that goes with, like, being the toady of the magistrate.
As you wish, sir.
Interesting. So you did go for it, though. I'm shocked. Okay, can I fix you?
What are you doing in here? She need
Have Sylphia.
what? You hopefully that.
You wouldn't believe if I told you.
Look, that you and in the meantime.
Okay, I don't want to tell her about rheumatism just yet. I kind of want to finish all these quests. We need to do a common resident. Common resident. A common, common theme. So let's go and talk to, like, Aurelia and the people in the pub. I think... Hey, wait, there's a door that can't be opened. Ooh. Do we have to wait for... We might have to wait until the Golden Rule happens to get through here. Unless that's something else. Oh, I can climb up here. Nice. Doesn't look like it helps me, though. Although, what's in here? Anything good? Rufius's chest. No, I don't want to steal his denarius. An incomplete note. Complete written note addressed to Sinner. This is your final warning, Sinner. Okay, so it's Rufius. Ah, so this is where the... Phallic carving. So this is where... Ah, okay, so that's how. This is probably where we need to treat as rheumatism. No, from Kabash. Do you remember from Kabash in which he describes his recurring dreams about a strange named Curti? Dreams have been having. She said, might help a divine meaning, I wrote them down. Man in the river was there, as always face shrouded in shadow from a particular ram headdress. Once again, he introduced himself as Curti and told me he'd drag me from the river. Seemed to smirk as he said his name, as if it meant something I could not understand. Indeed, the name rings a bell, but I cannot for the life of me remember where I heard it. Who's Curti? Well, that's not Charon. Maybe it's in a different religion? Because that's an Egyptian thing. Interesting. Yeah, I'm still banking on, like, Charon is the... Yeah, I know. Charon is the boatman. So Charon for me, but obviously Curti for someone else. Oh, there's a lot of fermented fish sauce. A cavalry helmet. That must be... No, it's not Rufus's, is it? Horatius? Who the hell is Horatius? Oh, Horatius is the guard. Got ya. Alright, so that's Livia. Ooh, hello. Galerius and Magistrate, countered by I would rather drink Aurelia's special brew. Prototype. Okay, so this would be Galerius' house. A poem by Galerius. Right. That's right. Galerius is in love with someone we don't know. The many shall suffer. Okay. Right. Well, let's go talk to some people. I guess we talk to Aurelia. Later, small insects drowning on the surface. Lovely. No, I don't want to steal from the tavern. Aurelia, we haven't talked.
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia. And
Hello there.
I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's
Okay.
a light in your eyes I've never seen before. A certain learning and sophistication.
Do we play her out and see what happens? Because we do know she's a horrible person. But yeah, if you're as charming as you are beautiful, why
Coming
not?
on a bit strong, don't you think?
What? You came on to me.
I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business.
Interesting.
So, what brings you to my tavern?
So maybe it's like play hard to get. What's your story?
Let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us.
Okay. So if we do that, maybe we figure it out successfully? Heard any interesting gossip?
Personally, for 10 denarii.
Sure.
Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair until one day she just snapped. This place has that effect on people. Now she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair.
Okay.
Whatever you like.
I don't think I need her
All
tips. I think she's just going to tell me about the quests I already have. So maybe we speak to... I think next time we'll talk to Galerius. Thorn the Paw. Permanent solution. Why Livia's acting strangely. Yeah, so it's a common thread I need to do. So we do know three things. So maybe we go talk to Equitia. So I want to see what happens when we... I might save it. Because I'm wondering what happens when Sentius just gets elected again. Because it feels like no one would break the Golden Rule. I'm wondering if Domitius is gonna, like, take matters into his own hands. It's not Lucretia, is it? It's not Lucretia, it's Equitia. Wonder if we can talk to Centilla. Yeah, can we talk to his daughter?
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Not Centilla, it's the other one. Sentia.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
What's your story?
I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd what
Okay.
are you doing?
I'm not from around here.
Now, I'm Sentia.
Okay.
Re- n-
Do you know a way out of it?
Well,
Can I help?
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person...
Your father didn't mention any of this when I spoke to him. Any idea why?
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her.
Yeah, but he knows
So
where
he's
she
letting
is.
Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done.
Okay, that's all the
So
questions I
you'll-
had. That'll do it.
Thank you. You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed.
Alright, see what I can do.
I'd appreciate.
Can we talk about Scintilla?
Oh, you heard about her disappearance, I take it.
I mean, you just told me, but sure. I know who she was seeing was Obvious.
Oh, really? That commoner in debt bondage next door thought he could win over a magistrate's daughter. That's awfully bold of him. I can see why she worked so hard to keep it a secret. Quick, go and find him and ask him what he knows.
Sure. I've spoken to him already. He's beside himself about her disappearance. I don't think he's responsible.
Oh, I see. Well, it was worth a try, I suppose. Just promise me you won't give up on her.
Alright, I promise.
Thank you.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
So this is her room. It's a beautiful door across the shore oblige. Are you reading this, father? Funny. A vial. Perfume vial, okay. Sure. Bust. Aries, nice. Okay, Denarius in there. Didn't she say it was... Oh, there's one closer to the door. Oops. Brass mirror. Okay. A vial. More perfume, fair enough. Cosmetic jar. So is there actually anything in here I can find? Unless it's like under the bed or something. Ah, there we go, under a pillow. Scintilla to Sentius and Sentium, may Clementia give you the strength to forgive me. I'm sorry to have to leave you this way, but I have found a way to escape and I must take it. Hope we meet again someday. Take it. Okay, let's talk to Sentia about it.
Weapons are to be tossed into the chasm. Magistrate's orders.
No.
What have you discovered?
Found a letter in her room which mentioned her plan to escape.
Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom and never saw that. I wonder how I could have missed it. Strange, but well done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago that Scintilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives in the villa next door.
Yeah, okay. Horatius,
What is it, citizen?
what's your
I'm a
story?
legionary of the first Italica.
Actually, it's a good point. I haven't talked to
There's not
Horatius.
a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughters. Daughter, I should say.
So I wonder if he knows or he's in on it?
Behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals.
How did you end up here?
From Liguria, up north originally. I was doing alright for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over. Not anymore. She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now. I try not to think about it. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl. And pick up a little from a silversmith. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire. People screaming, trampling each other.
So you're in the fire as well.
Confucius tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my pendant. I remember chasing him through the crowds, down towards the river. And then, nothing. Blacked out. And
Okay, so a pendant in the river.
How I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose.
Are you? Sorry to hear
Ah,
that.
don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens the mind, as labour does the body. That said, Scintilla's disappearance has been more difficult than I'd care to admit.
Who are you going to vote for?
Not that it's any of your business, but my loyalty is and always will be with Scintilla's.
Right. Can I see the citizen
I don't see
register?
why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Right. Sure. Tomorrow. Aurelia, Claudia, Decius, Domitius, Duilius, Equitia, Fabia, Galerius, Georgius. I think I have figured out most of those. Hannibal. Foreigner died on Siston. Horatius Kabash. Disappeared. Julia Livia. Lucretia. Malleolus Navia. Octavia. Rufius, Sentius, and Tilla. Okay, so I think we've met basically everyone. But sure. Sure, I'll give it back to you tomorrow.
Not sure why you said it like that. But whatever.
I'll be going now. Right. Respect the stove. Okay. I could confront Sentius about his daughter, but not gonna bother. I really want to talk to Equitia. Is what I really want to talk to. Because I want to talk about these things. Actually, can I talk to Fabia about how she got here? I haven't talked to Fabia.
You took care of him?
Had a tragic accident in that shrine.
An accident? So, it's over? Oh God, that's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die. I do have a question though. That shrine, the one I was going to hide in, did you know it was going to collapse?
No.
Really? Then how? Oh, I see. I should probably keep my big mouth shut then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If I said yes, I'd be admitting to murder.
Nobody else will ever know what you did, but I know. That was really clever. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Sorry I was a bit frantic before. Need anything?
What's your story?
There's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
How'd you end up
I
here?
suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got
Right,
sick.
living in Rome.
Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me. A fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever.
Right.
Spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius.
So you were pretty sickly.
But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said.
It's probably pretty true for
After
Rome.
a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again...
See, now she didn't have a river.
By a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead.
So she definitely died.
I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch
So there
her
you go,
either.
see?
Anyway, I went searching for help. Stumbled across the trapdoor temple.
So she didn't have...
Here I am.
That's odd. Most of the others were in Rome before they woke up in the forest, but you're saying you were a day's ride away.
Oh yeah. I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and powerful. Who knows what their plans are for us?
Interesting.
Alright. Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
She's the weird one. I don't think... I think she had a bad fever, and she just thought that. I think maybe they took her by boat. And then... she fell in the river. Georgius.
Greetings. I'm George.
Oh, yeah. I know. You want to ask where I'm from, but I really need to ask some questions. Okay, no, I can't ask him about the other thing. Where the hell was Equitia? I guess I can check the register, right? Is this in register? Equitia. Oop, there it is. Quarters Villa. Lower Villa. What the hell is that? I guess here? Is this where Equitia lives? Equitia! There's Octavia's chest. A note to Octavia. Anonymous friend Octavia, may the Lord bless and keep you. I'm sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but if I'm right, then you're a believer like me. You may be able to worship openly here, but know that you're not alone. If you ever feel... You may not be able to worship openly, sorry. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there is a special place waiting for you deep in the caves behind the theatre. Turn right at the first walk and gain the second. Right, that's right. We've read that. We've read that. Again, where is Equitia? Okay, no, she is here. This is her spot.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkus? If I cop an earful from Malleolus, I'll be coming for you.
Oh, in there. Domitius, can we talk? Now that you're not going to badge me about the election. What's your story?
My name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
Why are you dressed like a gladiator?
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
Cool. Fair enough. Who are you going to vote for?
I'm not going.
Okay.
Whatever. Just remember.
So wait, if I ask people now who they're voting for, do they say Malleolus? Because there isn't going to be, like, a vote. That's a good point, actually. Maybe everyone will just abstain? Well, I guess then Horatius would carry the day. No. Can I go in that door? I want to go in that door, though. I think I have to wait till it breaks. Definitely, like, the golden rule breaks, I can get in. There's Aurelia. Okay, Equitia's, like, disappeared. I know. Equitia, are you in here somewhere? Equitia? Okay, some denarius I can take. It's always good. So I don't know where Equitia's gone. No, this is just a little sneaky corridor. Okay, maybe I'll go up to the top. Oh, there you are. Finally. I need to talk to you. Yes, I know. I've been asking people about how they... sorry, what's the status of the election?
Well, Malleolus has withdrawn for some unknown reason, so unless somebody else is nominated by the end of the day, Sentius will win by default.
Oh, is this... Oh. Okay, let's talk about something else. So this is how you get Galerius in, because no one will vote against Malleolus. Right. I've been asking people about how they wound up here, trying to find a pattern.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed?
Some people mention encounter with a stranger on the riverbank.
Yes, I also had such an encounter. What else?
Some people mention a coin.
Yes, I suppose that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we?
Yes. Some people mention a river.
Yes, I understand many of our friends were carried
River,
away
coin,
by the current.
stranger.
It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. Let me ask you this. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest before you arrived here?
I did, a young woman.
Did you happen to catch her name?
Karen.
I see. And was this Karen by any chance wearing a hood?
She was wearing a hoodie. How could you have known that?
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
Alright, I'll meet you in the baths.
Don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Okay. Sure. Isn't she like the Vestal Priestess? Nice. I mean, I can see why you wouldn't want that, but still. Is it on the roof or the bottom of the bath? What do you reckon? Because I thought I looked in the bottom of the bath. I didn't see anything. Maybe I just didn't notice? Okay, we'll just let that load in. Or is it up? It's not there. It's not up on the wall, sure. So what other main mission do we got? Golden Rule. Right, and Point of Origin. Create a time paradox. Okay, sure. Okay, still not on the roof. Ah, it's at the bottom, yeah. It's at the bottom of the water. Yep.
Alright, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood. Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp. But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it, only your pronunciation is a little off. The name you heard wasn't Karen. It was C-H-A-R-O-N.
Charon. Called it.
Charon,
The boatman, yeah.
Charon, who in exchange for the right coin helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
I suppose it's the underworld.
I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river.
Yep.
It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto,
Yeah.
the god of the underworld.
Hades Pluto.
And why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions.
Okay.
So, I'll try.
I mean, nothing we didn't already kind of figure out. So we're dead.
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken.
But you don't believe that.
It was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
So maybe that's us. What can you tell me about Karen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman, or even Greek, you would know these stories. Each of them is slightly different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil, or Ovid. But they always involved the souls of the dead meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river.
Right.
It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross, only if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their mouths.
Yep.
Charon's obol, we called it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks.
Why didn't you all recognize Karen immediately?
To be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described, and he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises.
Yeah, that is true.
You say you saw a young woman named Karen with a hood, and I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti, and Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress.
Right.
Whatever form this stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again.
Okay. Why are there so few people in the underworld?
Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across.
Aside from game
That
limitations.
never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession.
Right.
So, Maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. And that might explain why we wound up here, but so
Well, I just
many
had
others
change.
did
Why are you trying to keep this
not.
from me?
I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after
So then the
Oliver's
person that
findings, but
stands
I
out
wouldn't
is
have
the
figured
one
out
that
without your
didn't
help.
go to a
I
river.
promise
The one that
you.
just died in the carriage or whatever. Those are the
Now
questions I
that we know
had.
where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it. If we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity, we don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld.
Okay.
Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan
Aeneas,
hero.
yeah.
Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength.
Oh, so we have to
Sisyphus
prove
and
each of our
Orpheus
thing.
both relied on their wits instead.
Ah.
They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And
Right.
finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
Okay. See, I see. Sorry, I've noticed you seem uncomfortable calling the god of the underworld by his name. Why is that?
All Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may
Okay.
refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
Okay. Tell me more about confronting Pluto head on.
Is everyone so blunt where you're from? Oh. That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe
Yeah.
put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
Yeah, maybe it's not about that though. I have a few tricks on my sleeve.
Admit, you do seem different to anyone I've ever met. And even that lamp of yours looks like something Prometheus might have stolen from the gods.
It's true.
So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city.
I think I did, right?
Problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the
Oh, right,
disconnected
that temple.
obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base.
I did, and I have
It looks
one?
as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
Okay. What can you tell me about the
It's
obelisk?
a towering stone monument with 4 sides and a pyramid-shaped
God, this one's going a bit longer than I intended, but big revelations.
To the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too, although how is a mystery.
Sure.
However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style. Roman,
Greek, Egyptian, another I don't recognize. Okay.
Another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4.
I think the
different
4th
plaques.
one is going to be like
Roman,
Christian?
Greek, Egyptian, and a 4th, a mystery plaque.
Where do I find the mystery plaque?
I'm afraid you're on your own with that one. But perhaps finding the other 3 will illuminate the way.
Sure. Where do I find the Greek
I
plaque?
don't know. But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius. His store is
Yep.
in the forum.
That's probably the one in the bottom of the temple. Where would you find the Egyptian
Perhaps
plaque?
Kabash, our Egyptian resident, will be able to tell us. Unfortunately, he disappeared weeks ago. But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern, so perhaps you could talk to her, or just take a look in his room.
Okay. Let's talk about something else. Oh God, tell me about escaping with the Proserpina.
Both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit.
Okay.
The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage.
So she might be willing to work against him to help
If the
us.
stories are true, then I suppose so.
Which she kind of already is.
How do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment,
The statues, maybe. Maybe that's Proserpina.
I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels?
I hear the female statues whispering to me every now and then.
Truly? And you're only bringing this up now? And again,
Sorry, that's like the most accurate reaction. Just like, really? And you didn't bring this up sooner.
is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say?
It's always the same voice, and she's helpful if a little cryptic.
Fascinating. Perhaps she's a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps...
Yeah,
Perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself.
that's what I think.
If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
I've already found a way to escape.
Then why are you still here?
Because the path will result in the deaths of nearly everyone here, and I don't want that.
I see. Then it seems you have made a great sacrifice for all of us, friend. I admire your compassion. Truly. Thank you. But unfortunately, I'm afraid your only other option will be to confront you-know-who.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready to get started.
I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this
Yeah, maybe we go and talk to Livia now and see what she says.
She's not alone.
I'll have a chat with Livia first.
Time is of the essence, so you'd best begin. May Fortuna guide you. Although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
Okay. Well, it's been a long one, but guys, we are going to leave this episode here. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, the Aussie Nerd, feel free to subscribe to my channel and check out the other videos on there. If you think you know any friends that might enjoy my content, make sure you share a video too with them. Really appreciate it. And finally, if you want to leave any hints, tips, tricks, feedback to the videos, or you just want to say hi, make sure you do so in the comment section down below so I can see it. And I'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.